In this video, I'm going to be going over a new tool I created to help me edit videos post-production. Long story short, it takes a long time to edit videos, cut out the dead space, cut out me coughing or making mistakes or having to start over. So I created an app that can do that for me. So let's jump over to our YouTube video example that I'm going to cut. It's the authentication one. So this video out of the box is almost 20 minutes, 19 minutes and 8 seconds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this video to my app, and we're going to see how much we can cut out of it. So we're going to go create a new project, and let me grab the video that I have saved locally. It's authentication video. I'm going to drag and drop it, and I'm going to process this video. As it's going, let me explain what it's doing. I'm on the prep step right now. We just imported it. It's uploading it to a Google Cloud bucket. Then it's going to transcribe the audio and just get an audio file out and transcribe it into text. And so we're going to reuse the audio file in a couple different places. And we're also going to use the text that it transcribes. So this part only takes a couple minutes to do. You can see that it's got the video here. It's 19 minutes and 9 seconds long. It's got the audio. We can play the audio by itself. In this video, I'm going to be going over authentic. So that's the audio that we have now as a separate asset. And then we have 20 minutes of text. This is really great content. I'm going to plan on extending this in the future to create a documentation out of it, a blog post, a whole lot more. So let's continue, and we're going to go down now and generate thumbnails. So 20-minute long video, we're going in and we are cutting images out, and it's going to create about 10 images for us, and it's going to upload that to a GCS bucket, and we're going to reuse those images for what I call the AI director in a minute. Okay, so here are the 10 images and 120 frames. They're about 10 seconds apart. This is really great content for the AI to use to create the direction as it cuts it down. It can see the video, it can hear the audio, it can see the text. It's really great. Okay, so next we're going to clone voice. You can choose from preset voices from Replicate and generate a sample, see how it sounds.
Here is a quick sample of how your narration will sound.
Kind of monotone. I have a pre-saved sample of my voice that I'm going to use and generate a sample.
Here's a quick sample of how your narration will sound across the scenes.
Sounds more like me. It's still a real monotone, but it's better than the other one if I'm trying to make it sound like me. All right. So that's the voice, and now I'm going to send it to the AI director, and I'm going to give it some high-level prompt of my own. Keep the original script, but cut it down as much as possible, trying to get to around 8 minutes. But I want to cut out any dead space, any area where I have to do a redo or coughing or just content that's not really necessary. So now we're going to send this to the AI director. We come into Replicate. We sent this system instruction. You are a master director, award-winning film and YouTube editor. And then we have the entire transcript along with timestamps 8 seconds apart. Additionally, we send it links to the contact sheets that we generated. And we're doing this all through BFFless. No backend code at all. I didn't have to upload and deploy any backend servers. All right, so the AI director came back. So here's what the AI director came with. Learn how to secure your BFFless React app by configuring private domains using Claude AI to rapidly generate mock-backed authentication flow. Then it broke it down into chapters. So this is great for YouTube. We're going to refine this a bit, but it put it into chapters. So that's really great. So next we're going to continue to the build. We're going to run the auto build. And what the auto build is doing is right now you can see this video is 19 minutes for this chapter because it's the raw video. Right now it's using FFmpeg to chop that 19 minutes to 3 minutes and 36 seconds just for this chapter. So it's using FFmpeg in the browser to first cut the scene. And now it's doing the contact sheets. So it's going in and creating the images just for this specific scene, these 3 minutes. And so before it cut the contact sheets across 19 minutes, now it's cutting the contact sheets across 3 minutes. So there's going to be more, or they're going to be closer together. So instead of 10 seconds apart, they'll be maybe 1 or 2 seconds apart. So here are the contact sheets that were generated, and they're 1 second apart. So a lot of really good information here for our second AI director, which we call the scene director. So after it cuts the contact sheets, it is refining the scene. The AI director had given it a prompt. They created a prompt saying, keep the original voice, aggressively trim the navigation and load times, remove the tangent about advanced roles to keep the focus purely on the basics of making a site private. So it went in and it's telling it exactly what to cut based on my original description. So the original prompt is also sent. Keep the original script. So all this gets sent to a scene director, and it is now telling us where to cut the script apart. There it is. So it cuts out some space. I can, if we want to hear a clip of it. In this video, I'm going to be going over authentication on BFFless. If I want to manually remove parts of it, I can do that. So that would be telling it to sort of remove it. But what it's doing is you have the original script on the left and the new script on the right. And if it's red, it's cut. If it's green, it's text that stays in. If it's not anything, it's just dead space. And so you can see it's all this red is cutting out delays, seconds. Not a lot. Here's a long cut, right? It's about 6 seconds. So it starts to add up though. Here's a big cut, cuts out 50 or 30 seconds. So it basically is able to figure out what we need and what we don't need. And we're already moving on. It is on the second chapter now, prompting Claude authentication. I'm going to let this run. It's going to take a little while. I'm going to stop this video, and once it's complete, we'll pick it back up. No need to let it watch it all. That was the flow, and it's doing that same process for each chapter, and then it stitches it together. So we'll be back. All right, so our build steps are done. It went through each phase. We have gone through each chapter, cut the scene, created the contact sheets, refined the scenes, created the voice segments, and assembled the voice segments. So for each scene, we have all these assets that have been created, ending up in a final video for that scene that's been cut down. So we cut it up into pieces, and then in the next step, the export step, after we have all 5 scenes, we stitch it back together. So the first thing that it does is it goes off and it creates a title for us. Now we can change that. We're just going to leave it as is, securing BFF-less domains and adding React authentication. And then this is the director's take, how to secure, like a little bit more description. And then that gets passed into the AI to generate the description. And so this is the description that it came up with. And then it gives us the timestamps for each chapter. Now we've stitched the final cut, and we have 7 minutes and 36 total. And so this looks pretty good. What we're going to do next is I'm going to draft a prompt, and I'm going to say this is a tutorial. Use the thumbnail template for it. And so in this case, tutorial maps to retro blueprint. And so I have these pre-configured thumbnail styles, retro blueprint, which it will use to build the thumbnail image for us. And we're going to use Nano Banana for that. So if you go and look at admin j5s.dev in the backend pipeline, you can see the proxy rule for the thumbnail. So you have the thumbnail draft, and this creates the prompt for us. And so it's going to come in here, and it's going to call this AI. All right, so let's go ahead and run it. I go back to Firefox, and we say draft prompt. It's going to AI, and it's set up with Claude, calling Claude Sonnet, and the prompt is in here. So basically, image generation prompt, and it's just going to return to us a prompt message. So it's not the image itself. So going back to Studio, it comes back and it's drafted a really good, set of text that we're going to now send to Nano Banana. And so now we go to Nano Banana, and if we look at our dashboard, we should see this processing call. And so it's sending that prompt, and it gives us this beautiful thumbnail right we can have for a YouTube video. Now, is it episode 16? It might be. I don't remember. It's really easy. It's in the prompt. If I want to change that to something else, I just go find it in the prompt. There's 16 in here, episode 16. They must have gotten that out of the original. That's like a super high level of this. Studio is a app that is open source and available to run on top of BFF I'm going to be creating many more apps right now, but Studio is really cool. I plan on using it and making it better as I make more videos. So if you have any feedback, please let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys think.